Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let me introduce myself. Fatima Abid, B.Ed 1.5 morning student, roll number 21, Al-Sakasi Faculty of Education. My presentation topic is classification of research, which is submitted to Sir Amjad Ali Ryan. Content: classification of research. Qualitative research, quantitative research, mixed research, basic research, developmental research, evolutional research, exploratory research, explanatory research, descriptive research, historical research, experimental research, non-experimental research, pure or fundamental research, action research, cross-section research, longitudinal research. On the basis of data method. Qualitative research. Qualitative research allows us to formulate hypotheses. So yes, often in qualitative research, this approach mainly expresses in words and also requires few respondents. The data and analyze, summarizing, categorizing, and interpreting. If you understand or explore idea, then you should go to qualitative research. The data obtained in qualitative can be in the form of words, pictures, text, etc. The qualitative research is conducted to find out underlying motives with the help of in-depth interview, sentence completion test, association test, historical completion test. Method of qualitative research. Focus group. Basically, focus group is an interview or a discussion carried out by expert in an unstructured manner with a small group of respondents, say 6 to 8 people. Number 2, depth interview. It is a direct personal interview conducted small group of respondents to gain insights of or understand problem at hand. Number 3, photo ethnography. Is the method where respondent collect picture of behavior, attitude, emotional and environment of an individual in different situations, state of asking question to them. Quantitative research. Quantitative research allow to use test hypothesis, so you can expect us to use data collect to this approach mainly expressed in numbers. It also required a large sample size. Their numbers are analyzed. If you confirm a test theory or hypothesis, you mostly going to often quantitative approach. For example, such as length, mass, area, volume, height, temperature. Method of quantitative research. Telephone survey. When the survey is carried out over telecommunications devices, telephones or mobile, where the respondents are in the form of close-ended answer. Number 2, personal interview. Personal interview is called one-to-one interview. Is conducted to gain understand of the problem under study. Number 3, web survey. Web survey research select a group of respondents and email to them to obtain information. Number 3, Hydride Method. Any of the two research methods are combined to gain information regarding problem under study. Mixed method. A procedure used to collect both qualitative and quantitative data. I'm talking about the two stands, which is qualitative and quantitative. Mixed research is the methodology for conducting research that involves collecting, analyzing, and integrating qualitative such as experiments, survey. On the basis of use. Basic research. Basic research is just a particular concern with any particular problem. We don't need of any particular use for the knowledge to help to get of the research. We just need to understand to learn something about the work. So basic research is the research that is to learn or understand and has no obvious immediate practical use. Number 2, applied research. Applied research is the research specifying intent to solve a problem or to do something practical use. So, for example, what are the ways and means to improve employees' motivation level? To compare or trying to prove level of these employees. So you are interested to know in which ways and means you are will improve the level of motivation employees of the company. Developmental research. Developmental research for improving producing useful method, material, produce, process or system. Development research bring up new information. Evolutional research. The purpose of evolutional research is to facilitate decision making regarding the relative worth to or more allocation sections. The collection and analysis of data to make decision related to merit or worth of specific program. Merit related to a program accomplishing what is was supposed to accomplish. Worth relate to the value attached to a program by those using it. On the basis of purpose. Exploratory research. Exploratory research means you are going to explore, and that's mean basically you are observe some phenomena that's outside of the variables. If you are going to explore research, there are certain types of questions which are connected with each others, like what that's make sense in that you are trying to explore something. You are asking yourself, like, what is happening in these exploratory. The research tried to describe maybe some creates and show more those maybe you are trying to identify some variables. An official definition said this type of research is the initial research into a hypothetical or theoretical idea of the phenomena which can observed. And now this type of research usually two ways. One way bring thinking some well definite theory which are there for a year or dozen of years and trying to applying into these newly emerged phenomena, and then you say research try to see can these theory fit these phenomena, and that another idea can be really start from the very basic and you trying to develop your own theory in this phenomena. If you are a university student, mostly likely you use exploratory research because that the most usable and that's a way go to that research. Explanatory research. Explanatory research start with why, because that's make a sense you're trying to explain why those things are happen. Explanatory means explain. This type of research tries to explain relationship between variables. This is the high order research. It tries about exploratory research and descriptive. And again, let's summarize it. The explanatory research, some variables we feel that phenomena that described that may be some collaboration between the variables. We all know collaborations doesn't impact ghost reality. That will be a task for explanatory research. This type of research really try to explain why things happen, and that is really hard and often see that kind of research is for B.Ed student. If you are bachelor or master student, you should go to explanatory research. Now, descriptive research. Descriptive nature start with how things do work together, means attempt to explore and explain while providing additional information about the topic. you can see the word additional information about the topic, and the idea is to describe. Research is kind of higher order. You make from explanatory nature to at descriptive nature. So image this way, someone, maybe you in the past, need to explore nature first one, then just think the describe the email idea. You can move to descriptive nature. Now descriptive nature, these research are oftenly have lot of data gathering. Maybe you are trying to thinking, why do you do exploratory research first, then just we can describe research, which you really gives us solid information idea about this phenomena. Now I am explaining this way. I said, you need a lot of data for descriptive research. Someone need to tell you what kind of data you should be collected. So someone worked previously tell you, okay, maybe you should these affect these work this one, and thank you able to you descriptive probably, so you can these are the build each other. Historical research. Historical research is the past in attempt to interpret the facts and explain the cause of the event and their relevancies affect in present situations. Historical research used to compare the record of the historical event and the activities surrounding of them. Historical research used to help to organize historical events sufficiently and represent the historical data in the form of precisions of in research findings. Experimental research. Experimental research is basically is a cause and effect of type of relationships. We are looking for experiment group and control group. Experiment group is a group to be manipulated, whereas to control group, that will be a group that is direct. We do not do anything to that group, simply let them progress in our actual work. Non-experimental. Non-experimental research is the terminology given to a study when a research is unable to control or manipulate any of the predictor variables or any subject. This is really based an observable type of situation for the researcher. You can or she cannot any predict again any subject now. They do realized. Non-experimental research is the high level or external validity, means generalized or a large population. On the basis of objective of research. Pure research. Fundamental research. Basically, fundamental research is also known as basic and pure research. I already explained in these lines. And for example, we take a fundamental example. Fundamental study are like major factors of pricing strategies. In pricing strategies, what are the major factors? There are impact. What are the fundamental research examples? Now, action research. Action research solved an immediate problem or a specific classroom problem, like of a classroom problem of the teacher. We use action research in a small level, but do not use action research in high level. For example, suppose I am a teacher and I'm in which school I am teaching, there is a problem. So I am going to find out the problem. So that is action research. Again, we are taking another example. Suppose in my BA classroom, there is a problem. Now I am identify the problem. That is action research. Cross section. On the basis of time dimension, cross section. Cross-section, basically the definition features of cross-section study is that it can be compared different population group at a single point in time. The benefits of cross-section study design is that it allows research to compare many different variables at the same time. Look at here example. Look at age, gender, incomes, and education level in related walking and cholesterol levels. Longitudinal research. When we test the same group of individuals repeatedly over an extended period of time, we are conducting longitudinal research. Longitudinal research is a research designed in which data gathering is administered repeatedly over an extended period of time. In a longitudinal study, research conducts several observations of the same subject over a period of time, sometimes lasting many years. The benefit of longitudinal study is that research is able to detect, develop, or change in the characteristics of the target. Thank you.